I'm sniping at you and everything.
Okay. Let's see about getting started here. All right. So I guess we should begin. This is the very first window that opens up when you start the game. Let's watch the intro.
So, they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
News of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail. Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
Yeah, so I don't think you were expecting to hear from James Earl Jones in this game. I believe at the time when this game released, it was the most expensive production of any video game at the time, running around $2 million.
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
You're getting out of the business? I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
Oh, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Oh. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal. So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Nah, just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers. You sold me out. But that's all gonna pass. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders. You helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me and you. Now listen, before I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head. I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
No! Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way. I'll send you a postcard.
Yeah, and that's the introduction to the game. I think most of the stuff that they talked about was in the previous two games, which were point and clicks, but they didn't have any of the FMB that kind of make these games really charming. How's it going, Legal Action? Yeah, let's just delete that one.
So, they
And
found...
this is just all the same stuff. Yeah, I know that's you, James. Don't want to throw out your secret handle.
So last night, after 15 years, the Colonel walks into my office. It made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping
I'll have
cards
to
into my hat.
test the mics.
I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the Colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
Okay, so this is kind of the UI system here, and it's got a really non-intuitive moving mechanism. This is all done with the mouse. It's actually pretty terrible.
My gun. I love it so much! Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you! Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
Yeah, I don't think you ever get a gun in any of these games. I think you had one in one of the earlier ones, but I don't remember using it often.
Great-great-grandpa Murphy made it through the Depression by teaching cha-cha lessons to rich older women. He made thousands before the authorities found out he had no formal training.
So, let's see, some other controls. Let's see, I think shift makes you go up and control makes you go down. You can get down real far. Then F looks up. Oh, E puts you at center again. That's nice. D looks down. Man, these controls are not intuitive. And then you can like look left and right for some reason.
Well, since the building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. It saved him a bundle.
Okay, let's look around. What have I got on the desk? Oh, jeez. It's so hard to control this thing sometimes.
My phone would work perfectly if it hadn't been disconnected. Hip-hop English keeps me up on all the slang kids are using today. Ah, Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a woman who loves a man, any time. I'll never forget the day I came home early and caught her with the upholstery man.
Oh, there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, Those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her for better or worse. Unfortunately, it never got any better.
Yeah, I don't know how $2 million goes as far as getting quality actors.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Objective 1, get new fax machine.
This cabinet is where my old successes go to die. Nothing here but nostalgia.
I believe Sylvia was actually a character in the second game, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
This cabinet is where my old successes go.
Oh, okay. Oftentimes, all these drawers can be opened. And yep, there's the thing.
One last $10 stamp waits patiently to be licked and mailed. As usual, it's a mess.
Oh yeah, now we get to look at this stuff. So I can pull up the inventory, and it gives me a list of items. I only have one item at the moment. But then I can use these buttons to interact with them differently. See what else I got.
As usual, it's a mess.
Oh, that's just an empty one. There we go. Yeah, it's a pen. Good job. Super sleuthing all over my own office.
As usual, it's a mess. My old I
thought there was more stuff. Oh wait, what was I looking at?
My old reliable faux oak.
Oh, okay.
My old reliable.
Oops. Thought there was more stuff. I guess not. Oh, well, there's some mail.
Oh boy, mail.
Sweet. 1 free cosmetic jobs. Awesome. Nose, a single boob. That's how they get you. They get you 1 boob free, and then the other one, they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. Grand reopening sale of the electronics shop. Dongles, fax machines, that's cool. I need one of those. Remote control toys, there's Vidphones, doohickeys, thingers, whatchamacallits, and much, much more. One of each in stock. Be sure to check out the unbelievable prices on our own line of dandy products. These products, of course, are not on sale. Remember to bring your electronics shop credit card and plan to stay late. You won't believe the deals. Cash not accepted. Credit cards required to enter the electronics shop. I don't know how that works for a business plan.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
I mean, ideally, you would want to encourage people to come in and not keep them out. Credit card application.
A pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
Ooh. I happen to have some things that I can sign with. And put a $10 stamp on it, which is, wow, expensive. Now I'm all set to commit mail fraud.
I need to run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
See anything else in here? Oh, we can...
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition.
Oh shoot, how do I look back up? Oh, I gotta do it manually. Oh.
All I've ever needed was a soft felt fedora, a well-tailored overcoat, and a comfy pair of sneakers. Some people know what they like, and they stay with it.
Yeah, this guy's got his wardrobe set. All right, let's go check out the street.
That's the door to the street.
Cool.
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Now there's a staircase here, but you can't see it because of the terrible controls. Speaking of, I think, no, not that trash can. There's a trash can around here that's got stuff in it. There's a mailbox.
Surprisingly, the auto post box has no graffiti on it. Maybe people around here are finally starting to respect our government and its fine agencies. The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should get my credit card back tomorrow morning.
Quick turnaround time. Awesome. Alright. Now this is Chelsea.
Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me. Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Alright, now I gotta choose what kind of response I want to give. Let's go with settle anyone.
Hey, sweetheart. Know anyone who could use my services today?
Well, I guess that depends on which services we're talking about, big guy.
Blatant innuendo.
So why don't you join me for a drink and I'll go over all the great services I have to offer.
Gee, Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble. But I don't drink with customers.
Blue collar offer.
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks. So, is there something I can do for you?
Alright, now I can ask about all the things that I know about. So a lot of these people are actually residents on the street.
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face. Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet. I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood. Franny's a live wire. Either she or Sal is going to do time for killing the other one. I have never seen a couple fight like they do. Sal's a handful. He's a nice guy, but I don't know, I feel kind of naked when he gives me the eye. Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were on his bad side, I'd be tempted to relocate. He could crush a Subaru with one hand. Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Right, the colonel was the gentleman that was talking to me in the office. Let's see.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
Is this a bad time for a visit?
That depends on whether you're here to help me or to irritate me.
Why don't you tell me what's got you upset?
Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
My deductive powers tell me the bracelet's no longer on the premises.
Brilliant work, Murphy.
Thanks. So what happened?
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the 8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Keen observation.
I think you've been played for a sap, Rook.
Maybe. She left me a number and I called it this morning, but the line is disconnected.
Let's try casually investigative.
So do you have any leads on recovering the bracelet?
No, the police are a waste of time, and I can't afford to hire a decent PI.
Let's do offended but looking for
I
one.
guess this means you don't consider me good enough to help track down the bracelet?
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards.
Oh, right.
Well, obviously, the window was broken from the outside. Well, that's the sturdy, worm-eaten back door to Rook's pawn shop.
Okay, let's look around. What do we got here? We got garbage. We got a rock. Or a ball, actually.
It's one of those basketballs they used to give away at Weenie World. 10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360. He's fouled. Whoever uses these garbage cans is either a terrible shot or is saving them for that special piece of trash. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean. Every time I see yellow-gray water oozing out of a gutter, I just can't help but thirst for a cup of coffee from the brew and stew.
Ah, there's something.
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprints about a size 14.
Cool.
Like Rook always says, you can cut corners here and there, but there's nothing like a quality garbage can.
Aha.
Looks like a key of some kind.
Alright, let's see what else is out here.
Well, that steep staircase looked really hard to climb.
Okay, I don't think there's actually any purpose to this. Because you go up here and this isn't even a door.
Hey, this door's just painted on. Hey. Wow, a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility. I didn't know Rook cared. Wow. Oh, man! This dumpster smells like 20-year-old mayonnaise, and I ought to know.
Oh, wait.
Whoa! This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees. This old relic probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here.
Sweet.
I wonder if these still work. Tingly tongue. Still got juice.
Yeah, that's the best way to check.
Well, I'll be darned. Except for the filth and stench, the interior isn't much different than the average studio apartment. In fact, it's nicely furnished. Someone's been living here, and I wonder if he saw anything. Oh, I would love to see my ex-mother-in-law squeeze through there. This rickety wood...
Alright, what else we got? So we got my sweet car.
My trusty 31 Lightning Bolt speeder. I still regret not getting the sunroof option.
Okay, let's see if she saw anything about the break-in.
Chelsea's a hot...
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help?
Bracelet.
Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay, and the burglary.
Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
And a size 14 shoe.
So, Murphy, have you come up with anything yet?
Yeah, but I'll need another 5 or 10 minutes to solve your case, Rook.
You know, Murphy, I'm amazed that a gumshoe with a sarcastic mouth like yours can stay alive. One of these days, someone with no sense of humor is going to cut you in half.
Suave.
Some people find my humor irresistible. I think I'll go charm some people and find out about your bracelet.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
What else? It makes me mad as hell that someone will break into the shop. I have a hard enough time making ends meet. It was a beauty. Encrusted with diamonds and rubies and inlaid with gold.
I don't know anything about that.
Strikes me as a village idiot. He came by one time to see if I had any Inspector Burns action figures. I told him I'd never heard of these Burns characters and thought the kid was gonna tear my damn head off. Sal's a brute. Funny as hell, but he can get pretty bad after a couple of drinks. He and his wife Franny have a real love-hate thing. Makes me glad I never tied the knot. Sal leaves running the pizza joint up to Franny. Franny's a hot-blooded gal. She and her husband Sal wake up the neighborhood sometimes with their rows. Louis and I go way back. We ran guns to Ethiopia before World War III, then fought in the same regiment during the war. After the war, Louis opened the brew and stew and told me about this shop, which I bought for a song, and then I started my own porn business.
Pretty good stand-in picture.
She's a honey, ain't she? Makes me wish I was 30 years younger. She knows the black market and has helped me make some connections. That depends on whether you're here to help me or to irritate me.
Oh, you already said that once. Okay, let's go back to the street. Alright, so that's the electronic shops that I can't get in without a credit card. This is the pizza joint, I believe.
Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. The only thing spicier than her cooking is her imagination. And right now she seems to have a thing for me.
Well, it's that handsome P.I. Tex Murphy. Have you come to take me away?
Undecided.
I would if you weren't so married. Actually, I might anyway if you help me out.
Oh, how exciting! And what may I do for you?
Oh. Thought I had a bit more wordplay in there.
Rook is a tough old geezer. I've known him ever since we opened the Slice of Heaven back in '32, but I can't say I know him very well. Chelsea is a nice girl. Sal tries to flirt with her, but she doesn't give him the time of day. I like Louis. He runs a nice place, and I go over there and chat with him when the business is slow. Well, I was hoping you'd get around to asking about me. I'm just a lonely, hot-blooded woman who needs the love of a good, strong man. Me and Sal got married too young, and it's been up and down ever since. I've had enough of his drinking and the womanizing, and I divorce him in a second, but he's got a couple of buddies who are top lawyers. If I had some hard evidence of his screwing around, I could divorce him and get a decent settlement.
Oh man, that Sal guy sounds like a real character.
Ardo is an overgrown kid. He comes in here for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I've got to kick him out every time. If I didn't, he'd eat everything we got. Can't help you, Tex. Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Okay, what about the burglary?
I heard that Rook's place got robbed. It scares me to death. There's so much crime in this part of the city.
Alright. And this is all the radiation zones.
Man, there are signs of radioactivity everywhere.
Man. Nobody's gotten around to cleaning up anything. What's this?
Francesca Lucido makes...
I think in a different game that turns into a different building.
This is where Louis throws out the garbage. Street people come from miles around to sample Louis' award-winning leftovers.
Alright, I don't know if there's any... Let's check out Louis.
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout. The Brew and Stew is run by Louis Laments, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis' cafe. So does all the street talk. If something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mike?
Okay, Mr. Brook.
Well, for starters, you could give me a job. I've forgotten what a paycheck looks like.
I hear you, Mike. Last week I had to lay off half my kitchen help. Times are pretty tough, but it could be worse.
Oh, yeah?
Speak for yourself. I've had less work than a 300-pound belly dancer.
Actually, Mike, I once knew a 300-pound belly dancer who was in great demand. She had real pretty eyes. Rook's an ornery old cuss, but me and him are old buddies. We fought in the big war together. He's one person you can trust in these troubled times. Chelsea acts tough, but she has to be with all the scum around. and she's as smart as she is pretty. She knows a lot of what goes on in the shadows of this city. Franny's a fireball. She and Sal opened the pizza place 7 to 8 years ago, and they've been fighting ever since. Yeah, things are a little slow, but I'm getting by. Having to lay off some of my kitchen help hurt my pride more than anything.
Yeah, they do. Caricatures of, I guess what they used to be before they became mutants. I don't know.
Sal's a big guy with an appetite for food, wine, and women. He comes by here most every day for lunch. Ardo comes in now and again. Usually orders a couple of steaks and a chocolate milk. His temper's as short as he is tall. And he's only got one oar in the water. A bad combination. Sorry, Mife. Can't help you there.
I'm trying to remember if anybody even knows about the Colonel.
Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it. Rook's been robbed before, but he's never had anything really valuable taken. This is gonna set Rook back for a while. Too bad the cops have turned a blind eye.
Okay, so what was it? Green eyes, anchor tattoo on arm, size 14 shoe. Let's see. Let's go up to here.
Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the base of Coit Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though, so I better check back later.
Okay.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Waldorf of the Pacific. Its halls are still sturdy, and the walls have worn well. But there's nobody living inside.
Ardo Newpop is a gigantic goon who works at the front desk at the Golden Gate Motel. Ardo's no rocket scientist. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what a rocket scientist is.
Alright. Boob tube hobnobbling.
Anything good on the tube today?
Uh-huh. I'm watching the Captain Wallaby show, and he's so funny.
Show some interest.
Captain Wallaby, your favorite show?
It's my third favorite show. My favorite is the Inspector Burns Fire Safety Show.
Name dropping Pip.
You know, Ardo, Inspector Burns and I are really good friends.
You are? Wow! I'd do anything to meet Inspector Burns.
Patronizing manipulation.
Yeah, old Burnsy's the best. You know, we always play a little game called 20 Questions. You want to play?
Okay. I can answer some questions, but first I have to put on my fire hat because Inspector Burns' Fire Safety Show is going to be on pretty soon.
Hey, what you got to say?
I went to his pawn shop because I thought he would have Inspector Burns action figures, but he didn't, and I got mad at him, so he probably don't like me. Ooh, Chelsea is pretty cool, because she's got good magazines and stuff. That's where I bought my Inspector Burns Fire Safety Manual. He's a nice guy, and I like to eat there because there's a TV. She's the lady who makes the best pizza. I eat at her pizza place all the time because I love it. I don't know what that is. I just want to be like my hero, Inspector Burns, because fire safety is very important. I never heard nothing about that. I don't know what that is. I never heard nothing about that.
Okay. Let's see. Just pop to the office.
CrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Yeah, let's see if we have enough information to do this. Male. I don't think he's a mutant. Nobody said he was. Anchor tattoo on his arm? No, that's tattoos. No. Okay. Don't have enough information. Let's see. Is there anybody left to talk to here?
What can I do for you? Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end.
There's no new information. Let's try hopping in the car mobile and oh shoot, I thought I could get to the police office.
Yeah, looks like someone's locked the door.
But I may have a key for that.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Nope.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key. Well, that's not gonna work.
Nope, not the right key.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness. There's no getting around it. I'll have to take my...
Ooh, look at that guy. Real creepy.
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Yeah, what do you want?
Bum camaraderie.
Looks like you're busy drowning your troubles, my good man.
Well, Mr. High and Mighty, what are you, a preacher or something?
More bum camaraderie.
No, I'm just a man like you, who's been down on his luck.
Look at me, I'm crying. Now what is it you want?
I just want to ask a few questions. First, did you see anything strange last night?
The strangest thing I've seen recently is you trying to get information from me for free, you schmuck.
I think he's a chocoholic. And I think Louis makes the best chocolate cake in town.
What can I get you?
Oh, but I can't.
Rook's been...
Maybe it's in the leftovers? Nope. Maybe we gotta find out what he wants first.
Oh no, not you again.
Look, I'll do you a favor. If you're free Thursday, I'll take you to the Chocoholics Anonymous meeting.
Spare me the insults, tough guy. If you got something to say, spill it.
I tried to forget you, I really did. But I had to come back and see what I could do to help you get back on your feet.
God, you are a pest! This isn't a good time for a social call, punk.
If I don't get it fixed soon, I'll go insane! Dore mi fasolato!
I don't make a practice of helping out addicts, but I think I've got something that will ease the pain.
Don't hold out on me, man. If you've got something, let's have it.
And I don't got something.
This isn't a good time.
Well, I think the Chocoholics...
How do you get lost before I eat that?
This isn't a good time.
What do you mean, go insane? Seems to me you're already there.
How do you get lost before I eat that?
Okay, let's see. Maybe now I can find some chocolate. I'm like 90% sure it's Louie who's got it.
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
Chocolate, yeah.
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can get you a piece to go if you like.
Thank you, Louie.
This isn't a good time for...
I don't make a practice...
Oh, hold out on... Praise heaven! You've brought the ambrosia of life. Ask me anything you want.
What a nice guy.
Rook, he leaves me alone. Can't ask for more than that. I think Chelsea used to fancy me, till she found out my only true love was chocolate. Damn near broke her heart. Nice guy, good cook. Every National Feed a Bum Day, he brings me one of his award-winning chocolate pies. Ugh. I don't have much to do with her. They don't serve anything with chocolate in it at the pizza joint. The only time I ever see Sal is when he gets drunk and comes by to pick a fight. Then I kick his butt and send him on his way. That big goon, he used to hassle me until I shared a quart of chocolate syrup with him. Now he lets me alone. Wish I could help. Nope, don't know a thing about it. I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds.
Awesome. Let's see if that's enough information. Okay, what else? Let's just start putting in information. No, that's still not enough. Oops.
Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the Basicoy Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
I heard this newspaper box got destroyed right after Chelsea opened her newsstand. Coincidence? These fire hydrants are commonly used by the locals to mark territory in front of their respective business establishments.
Oh wait, what's that?
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
What do we got in here? Burglaries baffle police. For the past 3 weeks, 9 burglaries. The ammo is almost identical. A girl goes into a pawn shop, hawks a piece of jewelry for a large amount of cash, and then the shop is broken into the same night. So that's been happening a lot. I wonder if I can use that to go get the dude or talk to the guy. Body of Daniel Murray, discovered floating in the San Francisco Bay. Senator committed to asylum. That's fun. Haiku to a taco. Hey, thanks for the follow, one. Softshell taco mine. What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. At Oregon Trail Clinic, we pay up to $50 cash for any and all vital organs. Are you a lefty who's short on rent? Bring in that right arm. Must be removed on site to meet AMA requirements. Huh. I wonder if this is a jab at the Rodney King lawsuits. I think this game came out around the same time.
Chelsea's a...
What can I do for you?
There we go.
The Crusade is big. I mean, much bigger than most people know. They have operatives all over, and then these huge sections of the Norm population are joining. Well, they say it's a religion, but then they encourage the members to be violent and prejudiced towards others. Wish I could help you there, Tex.
What now, Murphy? Don't get me started. That movement is nothing but a hate machine. The Civil War's on the horizon because we mutants can't sit around and take the discrimination anymore. Those crusading fools have started something too big to control.
I don't know anything about that.
Oops. Wrong place. But, let's see, you got anything? Actually, let's check out this newspaper again. Art and Soul. Editorial, right, why the crusade must be stopped. Oh, okay, so that's why I got information about the crusade to ask about now.
Ask away. Sorry, can't help. I stay out of politics, especially bad politics.
Yeah, a lot of this game is just walking back and forth between characters and finding out what they know on certain subjects.
Okay, what's on your mind?
Which wouldn't be so bad, except for the really crappy controls they got.
Ever since the crusade started up, the relations between norms and mutants has gone to pot. I've had rocks thrown through my windows, graffiti sprayed on the bricks outside. There's not much I can do, though. He's one of the few norms besides you who's eaten here. Seems like a typical cop. A little dim, and not too concerned about what happens in the mutant sections of town.
What can I get for you, handsome? How about a big plate of linguine with my own special sauce?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I think your sauce might be a little too rich for me. I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Sorry. That's that religion for norms only? It makes me sick.
Okay, let's see what else do I got around here.
On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat. It's not much, but it's better than... well, it's not much.
So can I go to the... yeah, now I can get to the police station. Private dick.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
Okay, so this is a conversation puzzle. If I want to get information out of him, I gotta do the right order of...
No, not yet. Actually, I'm working on a case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Tell you what, help me solve this case I'm working on and I'll buy you a scotch. And not the cheap stuff.
Bribing a cop, eh, Murphy? Get out of here now and I might not bust you!
Oh. Alright, let's try it again.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
Apologize.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
I wish. I couldn't afford a glass of scotch these days.
Well, here our custodial department is hiring. Pick up an application on your way out. Can't you find...
I don't mean...
Sure you are.
Not me. I hear drinking too much is your department.
Hey, I got plenty to drink about. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
pride which goeth before the fall.
What you need is San Francisco's best detective on the case.
Yeah? I asked him to help out, but he's busy. Now shove off! Can't you find...
I don't...
Sure you are.
Not me.
Hey, the mayor's...
Shocked by an...
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pot.
Ah, there we go.
We know he's a norm, Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair. I got work to do.
Okay, let's see if that was enough information. Caucasian is a norm. AB negative. No. Let's see. Ah, got him. Okay, his name is Mick Flem. He's got a long string of crimes. The whereabouts of Mick Flem are unknown at the time. The San Francisco Police Department are interested in questioning him about the recent disappearance and suspected murder of Rusty Clown. It is likely that Flem and Rusty were working together when Flem was arrested for illegally importing Asian novelty items. Flem may have murdered Rusty to get revenge for letting him take the fall. This theory has been supported by a street informant, Beek Nariz, who claims to have seen Flem within the past few weeks. Nariz reports seeing Flem in an extremely intoxicated state, apparently hallucinating, saying that Rusty Clown's ghost was out there to get him. Cool.
What can I do for you?
Alright, McFlem. Nope, you don't know anything about McFlem. Let's go down. Beek Nariz.
Oh, yeah, I know Beek. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Cool. Rusty Clown.
I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
Okay, let's get to Coit Tower.
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower and spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. In the half light, I can see only the person's profile, but it's definitely Beek. As I walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
What are you staring at?
Admiration for Beek's prominent feature.
Pardon my staring, but that is a truly impressive schnoz you've got.
Come on, don't make fun, huh? What do you want? Who are you?
Coy deal maker.
I'm someone who'd like to make a deal for some information.
What's that? Deal? Well, I'm listening. What you got?
Okay. You'd probably appreciate a 1 free boob job.
Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh?
Ask about all the people.
I haven't got any info.
Okay.
I can't help you.
Gotcha.
Chelsea. Smart girl and a real looker to boot. She's got a cute little nose.
Alright.
She runs that pizza place with her husband, Sal. I don't know much about her. A true Italian nose, though. He lets his wife run the pizza joint. I don't know what he does. Though I've heard some things about who he does. You can tell he drinks a lot by that snaz of his.
Not really sure what that means.
I haven't got any info on that. I know a little about him. Runs a pretty successful PI business. The bracelet is the bait Mick Flem uses for the pawn shop robberies. Rook's pawn shop was robbed by a two-bit crook named Mick Flem. He and his girlfriend have knocked off half a dozen pawn shops over the past month. The girl goes to a pawn shop and hawks a bracelet for a decent amount of cash. Then Flem breaks into the pawn shop and steals the bracelet, along with anything else he finds. Big trouble. It's causing mutant blood to boil, and I don't want to be around when the bullets start flying. Anyone with a hunker like that can't be all bad. Malden's no rocket scientist, but I hear that he's not on the take. I've helped him out a couple of times, so he leaves me alone. Mick Flam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum, and he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him. Oh, I'm nobody. I just try to keep my nose clean and my ear to the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Or was that vice versa? I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flam had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flam. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flam has had a terrible fear of clowns. Bozophobia. I once saw Flem pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified.
All right. So that's some information. Acme Warehouses.
The Acme Warehouse is the former Snow White dry cleaning building. Nobody's used this place in a while.
Oh, now it's open. Okay, let's get in there. Let's look around.
If this is Mick Flem's hangout, he'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him.
Ooh. Right, sometimes there are timing puzzles, and I don't want to get caught. Without saving. Let's see, what's this bottle?
Yummy! A bottle of turnip schnapps. I'll bet it's got a real kick. I don't think I'll move any of these pallets because they look like big slivers waiting to happen.
Okay, let's try the key here.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, this is actually a storage compartment. Looks like it requires a special combination key.
Dang. Okay, what else we got?
That old piece of plywood doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. This key must fit a lock around here somewhere.
Key from the warehouse. Cool. We got another key.
This must be the power box for the warehouse, and it's locked.
Huh. But that's for something later.
Ooh, this barrel smells like it shouldn't be opened.
Okay. Well, I don't have the stuff I need to set.
This business sign should be on the outside of the building. No wonder they went out of business.
Okay. Let's see if we can get into... Well, let's look at this first.
Bijou Theater used to be quite a night spot. It was condemned years ago and could collapse any day. There's no way I'm going in there. It's all locked up. Well, that's not gonna work.
What is this key for then?
Judas Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me? I don't know anything about... I don't know anything...
Ask away. Oh, don't. Sorry. Wish I could help.
What? Sorry. He was a strange one. He had a show on TV for a while. Got pretty popular. Then he quit the show and went into business. He opened up a shop right up the street from here. I guess he wasn't a very good businessman. The shop went out of business within a couple of months. Then Rusty just disappeared. I heard he'd made some enemies in the novelty trade.
Oh, you know what? I think
Sorry,
I remember.
Mike.
I think I remember. And any good detective would have thought of this from the beginning.
Looks like a welcome mat, but when it's on the doorstep of a novelty shop, you can never be too careful.
There it is.
Rusty the Clown.
Ah, come on. Come on.
Whoa, a key. Looks like some kind of in-house television.
Hi, kids, it's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fire starts so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never light matches. No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids love him. So does Ardo. Well, this must be Mr. Grimm. He's a Reaper. Looks like my 4th grade teacher. Oh, this is a scary mask.
I'm trying to think what that would be. Maybe that's just a...
Why, it's Mr. Sloppy Lasagna Eater. I'll bet this is a real popular mask. Wow, the limited edition Daryl Hannah wig and mannequin set. Apparently, Rusty was very fond of empty. It's a Rusty Clown life-size doll. Wow. It's a dead ringer for... Oh, no pun intended.
Cool.
Whoa! For a second there, I thought someone had decapitated Inspector Burns and left his head on the floor. What a great mask.
Cool. Just robbing a dead man's store. I like it. I like it.
These weapons are all made of plastic. All bark and no bite. They're completely useless. This wig probably sells well during the Bay Area Yodeling Festival. A mask of the king? That's blasphemy! This wig must be quite popular with shy people. Whoa, this wig would even make someone like me look glamorous. Cool. A plastic dart crossbow. It'll make a nice addition to my non-violent weapon collection.
I have no idea what that's for. Now let's look at this.
I can't get over how lifelike this doll is. If it didn't have a hook on the back and a battery compartment, I'd swear it was Rusty himself.
Batteries, you say? What is that? And then let's put the mask on that for good measure. Oh, nope. I wonder if they'd give that to Ardo.
Locked.
Maybe this is what this kid's for.
Well, that's not gonna work. If I can unlock this door, I may be able to go where only clowns have gone before.
What's that?
Maybe this key fits in that employees only door.
Oh, R for Rusty's. Okay, I get it now.
A balloon strategically located near the water faucet. Looks like Rusty didn't go down without a fight. Well, that's not gonna work. The sink must have been used for developing photos. Not much use for it now since all the developing equipment's gone. Oh, lordy. Well, this is where Rusty ended up. What a way to go. I'm willing to bet he didn't crawl in here on his own. Someone murdered him.
I thought we already kind of assumed that. Oh, what's that?
A plastic suction dart can be formidable ammo in the hands of an expert like myself.
Yes. I still have no idea what I use that for. Okay, so this is all dark room posters. Alright. I want to say that's it for this room. anything else for the Rusty doll?
I heard that Ardo shuts the place down every once in a while to do fire safety upgrades. Maybe he's painting fire extinguishers in all the rooms.
Okay, so Ardo's gone. Got it.
The heavy footsteps I hear must be Flem. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Flem least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back from the dead.
Ooh, I should save real quick. Incremental file save. Yeah. What am I stuck on?
Hopefully this isn't a self-destruct lever.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
This table and the bottle on it aren't... Mick ran off without his keys. I'll bet at least one of these will come in handy.
Yeah, give me that keys.
Damn, I'm good. This has to be Rook's bracelet. A locked box within a locked box. It must contain something worth having. The strong box is too sturdy to break open. I'll need the key.
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
The prophecy is very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity.
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex Murphy.
I feel better today than I've felt in a long time. Boy, did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the bracelet back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can succeed at this business and turn my career around. But if I'm gonna do that, I better do something about my fax machine. Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness.
Alright, let's see if I got mail. There's a mail.
Oh boy. Ah, my own personal credit card. I'll need this to get into the electronics shop next door. Well, that's not gonna work. This electronics shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located. The Rodent Tracker 8000, just like on TV. Because household pests never build up an immunity to bullets. Looks like some kind of space chicken. A teeny disc tote box. Too bad they quit making teeny discs 10 years ago. Yum, an imitation chocolate keyboard. The perfect Valentine gift for that special computer nerd. The fax machine's so outdated it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better than nothing. Ah, it's the Plasma Ball, the season's hottest new toy. Unfortunately, it cost $18,039.99. This is something called Future Crate. It must hold more stuff than plain old crates. Various connectors, accessories, and doodads. Probably there for decoration.
Is that like a corn?
Now that's interesting. Looks like an alien pineapple. Looks like a core sample from an old sofa. An old 1286 with an ancient super duper Wowzer VGA monitor. Ooh, Plan 9 flying saucers. Very cool. Well, that's either a model of a space station or a 4-pack of mineral water. This must be the new 10-key laser printer pop-up toaster unit. I don't know what this is, but it's got a real nice handle.
Love looking at all the junk they got. It's great.
That pudgy computer dweeb really has a battered head.
Hi there, how can I help you?
Neighborly introduction.
I just came by to welcome you to the neighborhood. My name's Tex.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Underwood. So, what can I do for you?
Do you have fax machines?
Sure do. In fact, there's one older model in the blue light special box.
I tried not to stare, but it threw me off when I saw how cross-eyed Ham Underwood is. I'll have to keep in mind that anything he says is on the left is probably on the right. I can't get that while the force field is up.
How's it going? You here to do more shopping?
Maybe. I'll have to see what you've got that I can waste my money on.
Well, go ahead and look around. If you see something you like in the blue light special box, just insert your card. We'll be happy to bill you later.
I tried not to stare.
Literally the only thing they sell is the thing inside the blue box. Alright, gotcha. I don't want to go up those stairs. It's such a pain.
You have a fax.
As soon as I hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Finally. Maybe this is a real case. The kind you get paid for.
A fax addressed to Tex Murphy from the Countess Rainier?
To Tex Murphy, P.I. from Countess M. Rainier. Dear Mr. Murphy, you have been recommended to me as someone capable of handling delicate matters with both competence and discretion. I don't think so far competence is the right word to use for that. I'm prepared to pay you handsomely in exchange for your service. I would prefer to give you the details in person. I do not wish to seem impertinent, but time is of the essence. Alright. Finally, a real job.
The Countess Rainier. That name smacks of money. Hopefully she doesn't want to hire me to find her lost poodle. As I land my speeder, I see my dream house, only bigger. The butler is a tall, thin man, about 70. He tells me the Countess is expecting me and shows me into a large, lavishly furnished drawing room.
I'm the Countess Rainier. Please, have a seat.
Thank you. You know, I pictured you being, well, older and heavier.
No one is born old, Mr. Murphy. Now, shall we discuss our business while we're still young?
Oh, by all means. Pardon my interruption.
Your services have been recommended to me by a trusted friend who prefers to remain anonymous. Suffice it to say that your unique abilities are what I need right now.
Which of my unique abilities are you referring to?
I'm sure you have many unique abilities. The one I would hire you for is your talent of locating people and things. I've been told this talent has made you some friends and many enemies.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Countess, but wasn't it Roy Rogers who once said, "You can't please all the people all the time"?
Save your homespun humor for a more gullible woman. What I'm asking you to do may make you very unpopular with some people.
Exactly how unpopular are we talking here?
Let me give you some background information, then you can decide for yourself. Some time ago, a family heirloom was stolen from this bungalow. I do keep most of my valuables on my estate in Europe, but on this visit, I brought the piece to show a friend. Within hours of my arrival, I found it stolen, and I have made extensive inquiries trying to retrieve it, but I found out nothing.
Well, I'm sure you have more resources, talking about cash, than I do. You should be able to buy all the information you need. What makes you think that I can help you?
Oh, I don't. I remembered what my friend had told me about you after I had exhausted every other option.
You know, referring to me as your last option could automatically double my fee.
I already planned on paying you much more than your usual fee. I'm a wealthy young woman, Mr. Murphy. To give you an idea, the stolen artifact alone is worth more money than you could earn in 10 lifetimes.
Oh, we'll see about that when I win the clearinghouse sweepstakes.
How quaint. Let's not waste any more time. I need some work done, and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, in my experience, getting paid well is a relative term.
Your obsession with money is appalling.
Oh, I have any number of appalling traits, but I am a good PI.
Well, if you prove to be as good as you think you are, I'll pay you a $30,000 finder's fee.
Well, let me think about it. Okay, I'll do it. In fact, I'll even mow your lawn at no charge.
Try to control yourself, Mr. Murphy. I'll expect you to focus all of your energies on this job, and the methods you use to retrieve the artifact are of no interest to me. But as more time elapses, the less likely it is that the item will be found, and for that reason, I must require you to find it and to return it to me within 1 week. And after that, there will be no finder's fee available to you.
Did you pay time and a half after 40 hours? That's a joke.
I have stated my conditions. As to the artifact itself, it is a beautiful statuette made of crystal and shaped in the form of a bird. It has been in my family for countless generations, and as I said, it is extremely valuable. There are many collectors who would stop at nothing to own it. Whoever stole the statuette would undoubtedly have gone to the black market and offered it to the highest bidder.
I think I saw that statuette you're talking about. Someone was selling it on the Home Shopping Network. Boy, I had no idea it was so expensive.
You make jokes, but you cannot possibly know how rare and valuable the statuette is. And now that you have all the necessary information, we'll end this charming visit. Don't bother contacting me until you have the statuette in your possession. And if you are successful in your search, it could change my opinion of you considerably. My valet will give you a retainer of $1,000 on your way out. Goodbye, Mr. Murphy.
I didn't tell the Countess, but I would have done damn near anything for $30,000. Now I've got to find a link to the black market. How hard can it be?
So I think the statue they're talking about was seen. Oh, Chelsea's got access to the black market, doesn't she? But the statue I think we saw with the cult members in the intro video.
Hey, I heard you took care of Rook. Pretty impressive.
Modest and unemployed.
Well, thanks. Maybe word will get around and scare up some more work for me.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Maybe then you'll have some money and quit mooching off me.
Indignant.
Hey, I don't like being broke. Why don't you lay off the insults and help me find some work?
Sorry, Dex. Look, I'm just kidding ya. You know I'll tell you if I hear of anything.
I'd appreciate it.
So, is there something you came to ask me about?
Ham Underwood.
He's only been here a few weeks, and I don't know much about him. Wish I could help.
Statuette?
Apparently, it's a real hot item. The top commodities dealer in the city is named Franco Franco. He probably either has the statuette or knows who has it.
Okay, that's a new name.
I don't know how you're going to find him, but if you do, be careful.
Okay.
What else can I help you with, Murphy? I don't know anything. I don't know. Big-time crook. Deals with a lot of smuggled artifacts and the like. He's pretty well connected with the mob and black market here in San Francisco.
Ugh. I don't mean to go here. I don't think this guy ever has anything else useful to tell me.
Ask away. Oh, don't. Sorry. Wish I. Oh.
Yeah.
You look hungry, Tex. And I'll bet I could do something to satisfy that hunger.
Play really dumb.
Well, heck, that wouldn't be too hard with all the delicious food you have around here, but I just need to ask you a few more questions.
He opened that radioactive shack across to the street. I haven't spoken with him yet. Can't help you, Tex. So.
Yep.
Too bad you don't like
We've already done the brains conversation there, Louis.
Ham just opened the electronics place a while ago. He's come by for lunch a couple of times. Usually orders the brains and eggs platter. Sorry, Mife. Can't help you there. Sorry, Mife. Sorry.
How's it going?
No, I came by.
I sell gadgets, not information. Feel free.
Now that's a...
Hiya, Murphy. Well, you see my new nose. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look and feel like a new man.
Well, that's swell, Beak. Hope you're feeling grateful enough to answer some more questions.
Yeah, sure. Anything. I haven't got... I can't help... I've heard his name in connection with some smuggling and illegal importing. I don't know anymore. I haven't got a...
I heard that Ardo shuts the place down.
Okay, I think I gotta go talk to the police guy again. He probably knows about TVs.
Hey, Murphy, guess what? We got the guy who robbed those pawn shops. Turned himself in. Can you believe it? Kept babbling something about a clown coming back from the dead to haunt him.
Sweet talk.
Well, I'm sure you would have caught him anyway. Knowing that you were on his trail probably drove him over the edge.
That butt kissing of yours must be a hard habit to break, eh, Murphy? You must want something. What?
Cool.
Sorry, Murphy.
Let's ask you about...
Can't help. Geez, Tex, you think I... Sorry, Murphy. Can't help you. Geez, Tex. Of course I know the Colonel. Didn't he teach you the business? He's the best PI I've ever worked with. No offense. We scratch each other's backs. He's been busy with some cases, and I haven't seen him for a few weeks. Some of the cops here at the station joined the crusade. None of them work here anymore. I don't take much stock in religious movements, but it sure turned those guys into fanatics.
Wow, a police station that kicks out people who are intolerant.
I've been okay. Little indigestion now and again, but nothing serious. Beak's a real valuable contact on the street, but he doesn't come cheap. He was a wacko who had a kid show on TV years ago. He quit the TV biz and opened a novelty shop somewhere in the mutant section. Word is, he got involved with the illegal novelty trade and got himself killed. He disappeared months ago. Sorry, Murphy. Can't help you with that. Geez, Tex. He's a big-time crook. Deals with stolen and illegally imported merchandise, especially jade. Sorry, Murphy.
Okay, new information to ask everybody else about.
Hiya, Murphy. I can't help you there.
What's going on, Ted? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that.
What now, Murphy?
You know, I subscribe to a trade paper called Jewelry Weekly. In the last issue, it seems to me I saw an advertisement by someone named Franco, who was looking to buy jade. There wasn't anything of interest in the trade paper, so I threw it out. It's probably still in the trash can out back.
Oh, that's probably in the, oh, shoot, wrong one. The one time I wanted to go out back and I didn't.
Another billboard advertising cosmetic surgery. It's big business these days. Mutants with money will pay anything to look like norms.
Okay, what's this got? Oh, hey, that's that bracelet. Wanted, private collector interested in acquiring pieces of jade will pay top dollar for trade. Or trade. Contact Franco at address.
Being a movie buff, I've heard of the Alhambra Theater, though I heard it was closed down years ago. Sure enough, it's boarded up, but one of the back doors is unlocked. As soon as I step inside, 2 lugs the size of refrigerators grab me. I tell them that I have something for Mr. Franco, and one of them walks off. He comes back a minute later and escorts me into the main theater. A Buster Keaton flick is playing. The place is empty except for a man sitting by himself near the front of the theater.
Welcome, Mr. Murphy.
Formally polite.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Franco. Tell me, do you do most of your business in dark theaters?
How and where I do my business is not your concern, Mr. Private Eye. As I'm sure you know, I'm strictly a legitimate businessman.
Show total indifference.
Yeah, of course you are. But I'm not interested in your business dealings. I'm interested in some information you can give me.
I'm glad to hear you say that. People who pry into my dealings have a way of ending up at the bottom of the bay.
Oh, that dead person from the newspaper article. Did this guy do it? Play really dumb. Spineless conformity.
Believe me, I've never met you. In fact, I've never even heard of you.
Excellent. Now for our transaction. You have the item? You're wasting my time, Mr. Murphy.
I don't think I had the item. Wait, I still have the key from the alley? Oh. I had the jade all along.
What do we have here? Unless I miss my guess, this is jade. It's good quality, too.
Ah, a lovely specimen. It will make a fine addition to my collection. Now, I will answer one question to the best of my knowledge.
Well, we're paid to find the artifact.
There's a statuette in the shape of a bird that recently came onto the market. You know who has it?
I know the statuette you're referring to. There were several bidders for it, but I believe it ended up in the hands of Eddie Ching. I can say no more about it. There. Now I've fulfilled my part of the bargain. Don't contact me again. Unless, of course, you find another fine piece of jade. You know the way out.
Eddie Ching.
Back again, eh?
Do you know anything about Eddie Ching?
Ching's a dangerous customer. He's responsible for half the crime in the city. Pretty sure he owns the police commissioner. We've been told to lay off him.
That doesn't tell me nothing.
Hiya, matey. You didn't hear me say this, but Eddie Ching owns this whole section of the city.
That also doesn't really tell me anything.
Talk to me, handsome. Look, I don't discuss that name, and neither should you, if you want to keep breathing.
Guy's apparently a scary dude.
Judas Murphy. Ching is a big man around here, with eyes and ears everywhere. If you go around asking questions about Eddie Ching, you'll find yourself sleeping with a fish real soon.
What can I do? Can't help you.
Okay. I've heard his name, but I don't.
Everybody's all tight-lipped.
Do you have a fax? Do you have a fax?
Ooh, mail. Franco. Concerning our recent discussion, I have some information that you may find helpful. While it won't profit me to tell you this, I would not be entirely unhappy to see Eddie Ching come out on the short end for once. Like most everybody else in the city, I know very little about Ching, but I have been told that he lives in a luxurious, high-security apartment building called the Knickerbocker. Don't know which apartment Ching lives in, but if you have connections with the police, they may be able to help you. Okay. It's always nice having a member of the criminal underground on your side.
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
What now?
The Knickerbocker.
That place is home to more major crime figures than any other place on the planet. Eddie Ching lives there on the entire top floor.
That's all I need to know. Wait, what? Oh, those are all the locations.
Looks like no one's home. This is gonna be easier than falling off a horse. This window doesn't want to open up. Maybe if I...
Whoa!
When I stop bouncing off the awning 2 floors below Ching's place, I realize it'll take more than sheer strength to get into the apartment. Luckily, I noticed something that might help as I bounced by. A sticker on Ching's window said, "Security system installed by Underwood Incorporated."
What else can I
that's
help you
cool.
with,
I don't have to
Murphy?
just do that. Oh, that makes things so much easier.
I don't know anything about that.
How can I help you, Tex?
Back again, eh?
Oh, I already asked about that. Underwood.
Hey, Murphy!
Oh, Underwood's
That's where Eddie Ching lives. That's all I know.
the fucking computer guy, the electronic shops guy.
Back again!
Fraternize.
I understand that you and I are in the same line of moonlighting work.
Really? You do security systems too?
Lie just a little. Blatant lie or stall. I'll lie just a little.
Well, not really. I'm actually a PI, but a security PI.
I've got nothing to say. I keep my nose clean, and I work in a confidential business. I'm sure you can understand.
Yeah? I'm in the confidential business too. Say, why don't we swap trade secrets?
Apparently, you have some trouble hearing. Don't bother stopping by again.
Ham doesn't want to talk, but I need some details on the security system at the Knickerbocker. I tell him that Enrique, my pet goldfish, died this morning and that I'm talking crazy. He tells me not to worry about it, then tries his sales pitch on me again. I'm doing some PI work, and I think you could give me some information.
I've got nothing to say.
Understand this, bucko. Either you talk to me or you'll be brushing your teeth in a little cup by your bed.
Look, wise guy, I've got some powerful friends. If you walk out of here right now, I'll pretend you never came in.
Ham still won't talk. So I tell him I have a mental disorder that makes me ask too many questions and that I forgot to take my medication. He seems skeptical, so I'll have to talk fast.
I love the excuse.
I understand that you and I are
repeating the same questions. Let's try a blatant lie.
Oh, you bet. I've installed hundreds of them.
No kidding. Where have you installed security systems?
Falsehood 1, 2, or 3. Let's try 3.
The University of San Francisco's Mutant Lounge.
Mister, you are a liar. I don't know what you're looking for, but you won't find it here.
I apologize to Ham for prying into his business and tell him that I'm really just a lonely guy looking for some pleasant conversation. He senses a kindred spirit, and I start my subtle interrogation all over again.
Okay, let's get to the point. I don't think I've been that way.
I understand you installed the security system at the Knickerbocker building.
Yeah, I did, but my contract included a clause that I wouldn't talk about the job.
Hobnob.
Well, what if I said I was in the security business myself?
No kidding. Where have you installed security systems?
Yeah, let's try falsehood too.
The mayor's private squash court.
Mister, you...
I apologize to Ham for prying into his business and tell him that I'm really just a lonely guy looking...
I understand you...
Yeah, I... No...
Let's try the falsehood one.
Well, just the High Fidelity Bank and Trust Company.
Mister?
Alright. So the falsehoods don't work.
I apologize to Ham for prying into his business and tell him that I'm really...
Okay, let's try
I understand.
Really?
Stall.
Well, sometimes. Here, let me see if I can find one of my business cards.
Don't worry about it. I always misplace my business cards, too. What types of security systems have you worked with?
Casino on Mars?
Let's see. The last job I had was the laser security system at Big Dick's Casino on Mars.
I've heard that's a neat system. But it's nothing compared to the one I just put in.
Slight skepticism.
Well, sorry, but I'm not easily impressed. Just ask my ex-wife.
Well, this security system would impress you. I'd tell you about it, but it's top secret stuff. Maybe in a couple of years.
Almost.
I apologize to Ham for prying in...
I understand.
Really? Don't worry.
So Casino on Mars.
Let's see.
I've heard that's a...
Manly bravado.
I'll have you know that I've beaten every security system ever made.
Well, after I installed this system, I tried to beat it, but I couldn't. First, the only possible way to enter the building would be to land on the roof and rappel down. Then, you'd have to cut through the LCD alarm glass. Well, that's not too hard. In fact, I sell a laser blade here that would do it. But once you're inside, every room is flooded with a net of heat and motion sensing beams that could turn an elephant into a brick of carbon. Believe me, it's burglar proof. Listen, this system is top secret, so let's just keep this between us.
Cool.
The Laser Blade 2000. Worthless except on glass. Hopefully Ham knows what he's talking about.
Alright, let's just buy me another trinket.
Well, this is just a glorified glass cutter.
Okay, let's see if I can get in now.
Armed with a chintzy electronic shop laser blade, I land my speeder on the roof of the Knickerbocker. Hoping for the best, I rappel down the side and pull out the laser blade. The laser beam cuts through the LCD glass like it was butter. I gingerly crawl through the hole in the window and find myself inside Eddie Ching's library. Either Ham exaggerated or the laser fields aren't turned on. This must be my lucky day.
And this is the time to save the game.
This aquarium has less algae in it than my water cooler back at the office.
Can I Can I take the fish?
Whoa, these clownfish are really valuable, especially the red one. He's got a cute purple growth on his forehead. Very rare. Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay.
Looks like some kind of emergency override panel. Looks like some...
Ooh, there's a box of something up here.
This book seems out of place somehow. There's something different about this book. Just call it P.I.'s instinct. Aha, I knew it. A key. A stone bust. Whoever posed for it didn't win any beauty contests, though. Hey, I think this is the statue that was stolen from the JBs out in Chinatown. This must be the only door out of the library.
Wait, no, there's clearly two doors.
Impressive closet door.
Oh. Ooh.
A heavy-duty metal Geiger trap. Looks like it might be sturdy enough to use on the roaches at my office. Clownfish confetti food. Smells like cotton candy.
That's really specific ounce. Okay, let's go ahead and feed the fish. That's stupid.
Looks like some kind.
Okay, time for a new save.
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy. You are dead.
Dead? Wow. Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. Your life must be restored so that you may fulfill a higher purpose. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided. I will do what I can to help you make your way, but only you can fulfill your destiny. Now, go back and try not to get yourself killed again. You will know when the time is at hand. Apparently, you forgot PI rule number 82. Don't get too close to a laser net security system. Keep it in mind next time.
Okay, yeah, that one. Resume.
Oh Lord, I hate wedding pictures. They give me terrifying flashbacks.
Alright, what's that?
So these are the laser nets Ham was talking about. There's a power box at the far end of the hallway with a button flashing. Maybe if I can hit that button, it'll turn off the laser nets.
I do have a loaded crossbow dart crossbow.
Man, this security system is tough. My brilliant shot didn't turn off the beams, it just popped open the power box. Looks like there's a lever that needs to be pulled down. Hopefully my old horseshoe tossing skills haven't left me.
I'll need to find something fairly heavy.
Hmm.
Well, even Ching's plants look expensive.
Don't want to get too close to that laser fence. Let's see.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work.
Huh.
Man, this security system is tough. My
Maybe there's something in the library that I missed.
A spa trophy. Ching must be in some kind of jacuzzi league. Handsome dish. I wonder if it's dishwasher safe. Oh, wow. If I'd only known that the Wally Frog waffle iron was going to become a collector's item, I wouldn't have given mine to Goodwill. Oh, there's no mistaking these. They're lathe projects. Or maybe candlesticks. Hey. Hey there, little... Well, this lamp proves that art can be both beautiful.
I really don't want to use any help tips. Take away points. Let's see, what do I have? Some speed shop.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna... Wow, these plants aren't plastic, they're real. Ching must have paid a fortune for these. Wow, these... Well, that's not gonna work. 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 Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay, whatever. Oh. There's a rock in the aquarium. Man, oh.
This aquarium has less algae in it than...
I mean, it should be.
This aquarium has... This aquarium has...
Wait, hold on. Am I missing? What am I missing here? Stacking ring. Alright. Oh, I thought that was one of the weapons. Okay.
I had a set of stacking rings just like this one when I was a little PI. Even has a small hole in it, just like the rings I had. Man, fill one of these with water and you can chuck it a mile.
Okay, okay. Oh, now we got that figured out.
As soon as the ring hits the lever, the laser net shuts down. Now I should have the run of the apartment. If the statuette's here, Ching probably has it well hidden.
Alright, let's save.
Something tells me the trail to the statuette leads right through this door.
Well, we know what that means. That means we get there later.
I doubt I'll be needing this ring again, and a good PI always travels light. I think I'd better leave that lever right where it is. I don't like surprises. Her voice is coming from beyond that door. Must be at the front door to the apartment.
I see you're back again.
Yeah.
This is getting old, Murphy. Next time, try not to walk through the wrong door.
Oh, what kind of stupid hallway is this? Alright. Ooh. What is that?
An extremely dense and heavy Saturnium ball suspended over a gravity pad.
Cool. I want one of those.
There is a Geiger in the terrarium. Little bugger's a land piranha. It's illegal even to own one of these.
Oh, but I got a trap.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not... Must be Venus before the big breakup. These marble obelisks look real expensive. Real nice door as bathrooms go. Luckily, nature's not calling.
This Victorian cabinet's nice, but it's just for show. Looks like it doesn't even open. This door exits the apartment. The voices outside must be security personnel. Why, these paintings are great! Just look at the nudity. I need to visit more museums. An UltraSafe 8000, huh? Top of the line. Well, that's not gonna work. An UltraSafe 8000.
UltraSafe. I wonder if the electronics guy knows anything about that.
Well,
I'm looking for a going away gift for my dog Reggie. Have you got any chicken bones?
oh, try Fido's novelty shop. What?
Do you have fax machine?
Sure do.
I tried not to
He doesn't want to talk to me.
What's going on?
Nope. Okay, what do we got in here?
Whoa, must be party time at Valhalla.
Nothing behind that picture.
Small mirror provides the opportunity to touch up the old hairdo. Whoa, a 6-foot-long pole with a leather noose. This must be great fun at parties. The solid steel switch lock requires a key.
Ooh, I got a key.
Sounds like something big moved back in the library when I used Ching's key on the switch lock. I better go take a look.
secret room.
Well, look what's behind the bookcase. A secret room. I love secret rooms.
Oh, there it is.
I swear I have seen this painting before. This one must be the original. Well, I'm glad someone had the decency to clean up the smut some people call art. Looks like a
Okay.
Wonder if these barrels are full of some hearty ale. I wish I had time to check them out. This sign apparently has something to do with the lever.
Pull this lever. Maybe.
This must be the Countess statuette. I guess she wasn't exaggerating when she said how valuable it was. If I try to reach the statuette with those laser beams on, they'll light me up like a Duralog. This crate feels empty. It's light, but it's sturdy. This collection of matching Samsonite crates must have cost Ching a bundle.
Ooh. Okay, what did that do?
Well, Ching must have money to burn if he's walking around on rugs like this.
Okay, let's try another save. Because a lot of stuff kills me in this apartment, apparently.
To pull or not to pull? That is the question.
Shouldn't have pulled that lever.
Oops. Oops.
Wait. Can I collect it now in the bandana?
Well, that's not gonna work. If I try to reach the statuette with those laser beams, well, that's not gonna. Pedestal looks like it's made of solid marble. Pedestal looks like it's made of solid marble. This crate feels empty. It's light. Well, that's not gonna. If I try to reach this. This painting sticks out from the wall more. Aha! A security card slot. This must be the control for the pedestal where the statuette is.
Okay. So the security card's probably in the safe. But then, how do I get into the safe still? I don't see any numbers anywhere.
Well, that's not gonna work. An Ultra Safe 8000, huh? Top of the line.
I don't even know how many digits this is supposed to be. Let's see, look at the safe behind the painting. Yeah. Click the start key. Move the painting. Get into the secret room and move the painting. Move the empty crate. Okay, I got all that. Cost me 4 points. No. What if the nose guy knows anything?
Hiya, matey! That's where Eddie Ch-
Well, that's not gonna. Well, that.
Oh.
There is a Geiger. Well, that's not gonna.
A cute little monster. Oh, you're so adorable. Totally jacked, too. Is that a thing?
Mmm, Geiger Chow.
Ah,
It's got real roast beef flavor and makes its own rich gravy.
Alright, let's do that. Now I got a loaded trap.
I don't know what I'll do with a small, ravenous Geiger. Oh well, everybody needs a pet. Sort of cute in a slash your throat, tear the meat off your bones kind of way.
Alright. Now, what could I possibly need that for? Do I need the Geiger for the... No, I don't need the Geiger. Okay. Look at the safe behind the painting. Okay, let's get back to the safe room then. There's nothing behind this painting. Let's put it back up. What kind of hint could they have in here?
These marble obelisks. Cool tiger. Looks real enough to nip my finger. I'm not sure what these chairs look as though. Well, that's a handsome oriental dressing screen. I'll tell you what, this guy's got style.
Zero 1112.
An ultra safe 8.
Something feels off about this, though. Oh, that's 2-0-0-2-1-1-2. That was just 2-1-1-2.
An ultra safe 8. Nice terrarium. Oh, don't tell me. A man taking his cat for a walk. Well, this must be the mythical Buckaroo Buddha riding his headless steed, Tumbleweed. An extremely dense and heavy Saturnian.
Screw it. Let's see what the next step is. The birthday note. I didn't see a birthday note. Yeah, let's go back to the start. Okay. What? Oh, what? Is that it? Oh.
Looks like a fax. I don't want to be nosy, but maybe I should take a look.
Examine. 10/14/42. Happy 30th birthday. I wish I could be there with you on your special day, but since I can't, I decided to write you a birthday poem instead. Roses are red, sunflowers are golden. I'll buy you a present when I get paroled in 8 to 9 years. Alright. So it's going to be his birthday. So 10/14/42 minus 30, 10/14/12. 10, 1, 4, 1, 2. Enter. There we go. Ooh, 2 items.
Looks like some sort of document.
The following names have been mentioned in connection with wanting to acquire the artifact. Importers, private collectors, exporters. L. Percival, E. O'Connor. I don't recognize any of those names off the top of my head.
The security card must operate a door. The security card must operate a door or panel in the apartment.
I think we know which door or panel that is.
This must be the Countess statuette. I guess.
Do I have to use the noose on it now? Yep.
Come on. Looks like Ching needs to install a better security system. Countess will be glad to get this statuette back, almost as glad as I'll be to take her money. I'll return the statuette to her first thing in the morning. Laserblade did a nice job.
Oh, it won't let me out? Don't want to be rude. Gotta close all the things. Can I just travel out? Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I am one tired hombre. I can't wait to... Oh, shoot. I go through all that work to get the statuette out of Ching's place, and I leave it in the damn speeder. And I didn't even roll up the windows. I am such an idiot. Head feels like it's been pounded with a lead pipe. I guess it wasn't a bad dream after all. I wonder how I got here to my office. All I remember is flying pipe and stars. Damn it! After all the trouble I went to get that stupid statuette, someone just walks up and takes it like candy from a baby. And my wallet's gone too. I hope somebody on the street saw me get jumped. I've got 29,000 reasons to get that crystal bird back. Hopefully I haven't used my tube of miracle facial cream. It should help reduce the swelling and make me look almost human again.
Okay, so we finished 2 days. We're on the 3rd day now. This game is 7 days long. I think I'll call it there for now. Day 3. The bludgeoning. I'm pretty sure I spelled that all sorts of wrong. Okay, so y'all have a good day.